introduced before. Okay. I just sucked down a 5-hour energy drink, and I'm going to try and not read too fast, but I might, so please forgive me if I do. So I'll make a bird call. It becomes too jarring.
Only 4.5 hours?
In under 4 minutes. Gonna go fast. Beginning is unlike being lost. Corresponding, every person made riddle to the point of rain. To assign it so ends cornered in the eye, letting would-be out to pasture like a fireplace out of work. Climb a friend. I'm surely dirty water, raving like a cento, a utopia of tentacles, enough incubator to curb mock onslaught. You may feel that heisted 30-day trial go on in the head clung to. The branches wanted for didn't come. Let that cousin be your cousin. This is called climbing the ladder. Will I live here? Have a tree. To drink a dark strong. But no became the mystery, green. Hard to lift places cats won't go. Sad beds implicit with stars, wired minefields. Drill this hole with so many animals, let silence. I have played the pilot alone. I have no idea I'm drunk. And gone of. Cover with sea to wince just out of reach, where you are not Halloween, evinced with pine or appetite, pacing like red-mouthed wives, no piss to tuck in. Hell, I hope you hear me, spied on, lullaby, libel to skillet dew. I guess you could say, like a jaw without a drink, seeks its blindness, jiggles its handle, same as sundown and everything at all. Think of it, a sun about to spring, unbroken without a drop, to take the back seat from knocking straight into heart surgery. I'll just stand here and love my oven. Its lotto snoring and its soul needs not a septic or a glitter to sue. It stares back used, poor already, and hungry an hour later. Just getting antique, you're free to fix on zoo hours. Lightning you like to get over, laying in the wheeling night. Lemons burn, little men, stink like mice behind the walls where we gill. But you who remind me, full of oil, make me into a cane straightforward. For they that liken slim overboard, suffer in village eerie with signals still bearing elbows uplifted. Now here is a sunrise, as I've seen like a peacock on fire, cord to close my cupped hands called lather by scuds more bitter to get up and slop only a dream sucrose retraction. Thinking of a glass, will speak not as in stars we tap, just the radio stations picked up between them, the shady hole in that mud for the crab, fearless food for pulled tooth, all speeds all over the tell-all. All it takes is your baby, to breathe if you're lucky, for a look face in the eye is how we learn butter. To cut short the hex, hunker like a chimney, sacked when surely some cardinal hums under the lampshade.
Tell him.
Switchy.
Deserved it.
Alright, chandelier. Sight, or the ram, to see rainier. A giant spine of cloud flames last year's going ground, powering the untraveled way, meant to surface my love. Cut out hours of relief as crushed as constructed. I land, tact as I watch, shapes of help, forget with great tenderness. Half shackle. We hum no pending snail outrageous out of his shell. The hard feelings, and a cube of good weather jewels, beyond the neck, tides, what it takes. Everyone firing a drunk dial, trying to bring up a hedgehog from its hibernation can chicken. You may be heard we eat each other. If you don't stop to stick, it's still a perfect cloud for hours. A wig no one will notice, naturally missing fur. I need a night bird, a throater. I'll pay for it. What I am most interested in is a music hard to life. A bobolink. What is it? It sounds demon. Are blues in this rustle more drumming saw, the tough perfume? Nothing in the chest seems to move, but this is how I gain right by. The tangled man fooled into thinking, no, these are not my words. I'm bringing them to a friend. This is called, it takes longer to gather light, and it's for Peter Gizzy. It takes longer to gather light from under, to replenish each please thieved over a goon shoulder put up with. What sea could take it to the other side and bring you to me to be believed? Where else but in the frame love forms, for the simple reason it does not insist. Moon above the law. What we dress slow, what erases it, we may know, each on our own companionship, acquainted with what costs most is no longer not at fault. Like the moon, things happen, only once in. Must. I hate the home turned into head, another kind of boo, like being always uncurtained. The family fits into an entire mouth, the house to give you family, the magazine to give you family. Without permission, family owns without homing. It's talk, names, beds to be about a blank. I tell myself to fill up the middle of blank till the room goes away, blank where there is no need. Feels ground until you feel a lack of paint to produce family that must inside me. What's exit, inchworm? Who you've been becomes what will not stop changing, must. Must, inside me, you roar. Ripple blowhard. Unhitched to what struck, an idea hunches a return. The sky filled with light. Close your eyes and you may find your ashes latched with a thing in them. The next couple poems are from a long poem called Totem. I am for a reason, one who counts to increase away from the inside of a place, a person who lives near another surface of language, to hold in the head without reference, a model to be imitated again and against an urgent need for something on all sides. Slow to learn how words area, organized as an army in its movements, intent to succor the wounded as soon as possible, disguised to hide an actual nature with that gut of goodwill, not thick or shut, but a medicine top. The object being to avoid an ending, a word certain to be a close relative. If to crash, we drive away from home. To drive together, I get pretend to happen, carried away backwards to ring bells. Everything that can be seen different without being something else. A bring to be done, a wind so young from the point of a compass from which it blows. The city is fed upon with adopted glint. Lives, in particular, lives out unsolicited. Delinquent omens pumping out of nowhere, each day computers loose a gloom. A new dead painting that pulls us beneath us. We find our way to almost pretend out of it, but in can't, there's clothes we never embarrass by wearing them out. The pull of soul for states, spherical, lampshade, or fishbowl. Adapted to the design, a fabric for the senses. The mind excludes something that is built, semblance under obligation to substitute escape, as opposed to here, which circulates the juice of anything, an influence correcting defects in vision, until, by filling, we pay attention. The last thing I want to read is a poem from the Constitution, which is a chapbook that Jen Tynes for Horseless put out. She's here. Thank you very much, Jen. I'm going to have to read it from my memory, I guess. I have them somewhere. So if you like one, please say so. You can have one. This is the last poem. It's called Amendment. I remain unconvinced. These woods are reversible, as a need is no real evidence of absence. These are parasites hidden in every ear, in every chicken heart, a tendency to keep going round. We are very rarely at the beginning of something. If we are at home, it is by accident. Thank you.